Hello folks, today we have a 52-inch NuTone Haceinda finished in antique brass with very nice oak blades, and it also has this genuine NuTone light kit. The fitter itself is marked NuTone Scoville, and this shade was also in the box with it at Habitat, so I can only assume that this shade is what came with this fan back in 1984. Very cool combination, and it cleaned up quite well. I'll go ahead and take a closer look at it here. And I didn't give this fan the complete works yet, but I did wipe it down really nicely, and I opened it up and cleaned it. I had to put a new rubber bushing on the switch housing because when I got it, it was all loose, so I went ahead and made that repair. But of course, all the wires had to come out. And I think I rewired everything properly. It's just now the reverse switch is backwards, so if it's up, the fan's blowing down, and vice versa. You might not be able to see it in there, but it says NuTone on that label for the fitter. It's in very nice shape. I would have liked to have it with walnut blades, but these oak blades are very nice. I definitely like the furniture grade oak veneer. They're not like the printed MDF boards. So if I am correct, the Haceinda was supposed to be like the middle, the middle grade fan. You had the slim line, the Sea Island, then this fan, and then you stepped up to the Veranda and the Veranda Deluxe. So this is a good middle of the road option. It also came with this tassel too, so that's pretty awesome. And this is only my second NuTone in my collection. This is the first NuTone I found locally. So I have this fan, and I've got a 36-inch slim line as well, so don't get a whole lot of them. There's a light kit. As you can see, the amber slag glass doesn't really put out light. It shines down more, really. Probably went over a dining room table once upon a time, but it still is very cool to have this light kit. It's very, very 80s. I really like it. Go ahead and fire it up on low. Does have a pretty audible hum. The bearings do have some noise, but they're not stiff by any means. This fan also has the transformer-based speed control. So it doesn't really have that great of a range of speeds, and high is really slow. It actually kind of surprised me. I had a feeling it was going to be slow, but high is really slow. So here's low speed, like I said. But it's a very cool looking fan, and it actually has a lot of characteristics of the Hunter Archive original. I'm not really sure what the official story is behind that, but from what I've heard from other collectors is NuTone looked at Hunter's patents for the Archive original from way back when, back in the 1890s or whatever, and they were expired, so they took them and used them to make this. At least that's what I've heard. Whether or not that's true, I do not know, but it's still it's an interesting story. And I wouldn't be surprised if it was true. Fan's pulling about 0.35 amps right now. Bring her up to medium. And I know I didn't show it, but on the top of the motor housing there is a sticker that says H84, so that indicates this fan was made in 1984. And even though it doesn't move that fast, it does move some good air. I mean, it definitely stirs it around. It's no Casablanca by any means or Hunter original, but it's, for what it is, it's doing just fine. And that is all you get for high. Not very fast at all. But you know, I am aware that these fans don't spin that fast anyway. This is how they were. And we'll go ahead and let her coast. I really do like that light kit. It's very Malaise, very 1980s. If I were to hang the fan in my house, I'm not sure if I would use that light kit, because it's not very functional, but it certainly is quite cool. And I was very fortunate that it came with the fan and that it's all intact. I think one of the white pieces of glass, like the white crescent shaped piece glass at the bottom, one of those is cracked, but other than that, that shade is in very good shape. Excuse me. You know, like I said, the bearings still have some life in them. They're just a little noisy, but it's not that bad. I think the motor in this thing is a 188 by something. Might be a 188 by 15. It's kind of skinny, but it's a pretty good size motor. All right, and there you have it, folks. There's your 52-inch NuTone Haceinda in antique brass with very nice oak blades. So this might get a spot in the house. I would like to find some walnut blades because oak doesn't really go with anything, but definitely will be holding on to this one. It's very nice. So yeah, that does it for this one. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.